Hi everyone. So I'm a high school senior who took this course a full year ago during my junior year. And during my junior year, I had a lot of things going on, and I was taking this course parallelly with a dual enrollment course at ASU, an anatomy and physiology course. So time wise, I didn't really have the time or the ability to drive. So I couldn't go anywhere or set aside like a specific block of hours every single day or consistently. So the fact that this course was online and self-paced was super helpful and made it really easy to fit into my life. I would work on it during car rides sometimes, on weekends when I could, when I was taking a break from homework, things like that. So I did fit this course into like I think a month and a half or 2 months. And some weeks I could fit in like, 20 to 30 hours of work on this course. Some weeks it was more like 5 or 2. But yeah, the certificate for this course was super nice because it did help me professionally. As a high school junior, I didn't have much credibility when it came to clinical situations. When I was reaching out to clinics and physicians and asking them to let me shadow or scribe for them, having this certification added that credibility and did help me professionally. Added it to my resume. I talked to them about it, and the content that I learned in this course, there was a lot of clinical knowledge, which I hadn't been super exposed to previously. Like I had taken a few classes, things like that, but this was like my first, along with my anatomy course, my first like I guess in depth foray into all of this. So having this knowledge helped me fit in clinically as well because when I guess the doctor was talking to a patient about like a condition or condition or labs or things like that, I had the content knowledge behind me. Like I understood what was going on. My favorite part of this course was definitely the case studies. Sometimes it's hard to, learn from just a block of text detailing the specific conditions or terminology. So the case studies were super helpful, and I think something that separated this course from competitors, and having so many of them also was really nice because it made me feel more comfortable. I think when I did get into clinical situations, I felt more comfortable in the videos as well. Those were great because once I got into these clinical situations, I didn't feel as out of depth, talking to the patient or talking to the physician. And I would 100% like recommend this course as well. It was really easy to fit into my life. Self-paced meant that I still have access to it. I think some competitors were definitely in-person courses, so I wouldn't have had access to the information that I gained in those courses a full year later. But I do have access to this now, which means it is a resource that I do go back to time from time, just to review or refresh. But yeah, and if I had to change one thing or like extra tools or support, I do think like study tools would be really helpful because it is a lot of content at the end of the day, the terminology and everything. And I feel like a Quizlet or like a quizzes or something like that, just flashcards of sorts, would be really nice and helpful for future students. But outside of that, I really do think this was a great course. Bye, thank you.